Yeah. Which one? That was when I reviewed Public Works. That was.
Oh, geez.
They must have gave a wrong answer. Got about 595 more.
It's like, if I buy a computer for 1,000, the next year it's worth 800. That's depreciation.
Maybe I forgot.
I might not put that in my GDP.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know what Charles was doing, but he,
First, you should go today. Yeah, how would you include salaries of government workers? Oh,
You would, right?
Yeah.
okay. That's my answer. You wouldn't include inventory changes, right?
yes, you would.
Okay, never mind. I got it. I got D.
Alright, so would you have a government expenses or public works? You would, right?
Yeah.
Would it snow, would it salary?
Oh, no.
I think your own salaries would have to be in it. It's like you receive a service. Yeah, like.
What'd you get?
Not a number that's. Not the five answers.
That's not good.
That's wrong.
Chuck over here got D.
I did too.
You got D too?
I got close to even mentioning the two. Hit the closest one. You got that.
All right. Who's got A as an alpha? B as in broccoli. B as in broccoli.
Yeah.
Okay. You're missing some key ingredients. C as in Caroline. D as in Dogwood. Nice. E as in Ellen. F as in Frank. Okay, F is the answer. 7253.
Wait, go.
Yeah.
It's not even an option. It's not even an option.
It's not to the F, 7253 on your thing.
It's not like, what do we have?
All right, let's go through. Okay. All right, household purchases, durable goods, good.
Yes.
Household purchases, non-durable goods or services, yes. Household purchases and services, yes. Household purchase of new housing, yes. Investment part of GDP. Purchases of capital equipment, yes. Investment part. Inventory changes, yes. Now, if they were taking out of inventory, it'd be a negative number there, okay? Purchases of new structures, investment, yes. Depreciation, no. Government workers, yes. Government expenditures on public works, yes. Transfer payments, no. Foreign purchase of that's exports, yes. The next one is imports, minus 120. That should give you 7253.
Wait, so why was that not? Come on, bro.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it. No, press down for the viewing for a while.
Why?
All right, would rent be part of GDP? No. Wages?
Yes.
No, no.
Like income.
That would be income GDP, but we're looking at expenditure. All right, there's a good chance tomorrow's FRQ has a table like this and makes you figure out GDP. All right, now. Yes, sir.
What two things you said wouldn't be?
Rent, wages. All right, now, we got 7253. If they told you the GDP deflator was 150, could you figure out what real GDP would be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you say yes, John?
Yeah.
How? You're right, you could.
Well, GDP deflator is nominal or real.
Then you go, just don't figure out, but give me what you plug in.
So
So the GDP deflator I said was,
150,
so it would be 150 would equal. What's nominal
whatever, 7253 over real.
over X, right?
Yeah, right.
Times 100,
Times X divided by GDP.
okay?
X equals nominal over GDP.
So that's something they could give you tomorrow. They could give you like this type of thing. I don't think it would end in 7253 because we had to do it by hand last year, so it's probably gonna be more of an even type number. And then ask you to figure out the real GDP, knowing the GDP deflator equals nominal real times 100. Yes, sir.
So we had like a, GDP that had ended like a fraction and round up.
Even if it was 66.6. If it was on an FRQ, I put 66.6 and then I just round to 60. Yeah, I put them both, you know what I mean? To cover myself, usually they round up though. Nicholas?
That's what the recommend. One of the things we got into that, when we were on the side of this weekend, I was learning a lot of new power and get ready for the checks. Out of the so John, that piece of this out.
Pray for us. Thank you. All right, what's here? All right, so we'll do the FRQ tomorrow. Kind of like, could be a table like we did here. They could give you a table and ask you to find the unemployment rate, the labor participation rate, structural, like full employment, stuff like that. And then they could give you like 2 or 3 goods and ask you to find the CPI index for 1 year or another year, and then the inflation rate, stuff like that. All right, it's gonna be all probably calculations. Then Wednesday, there'll be a multiple choice. I'll be here before school Wednesday to answer any questions you have for that. The practice test is posted. I truthfully think the practice test is good to get you ready for the FRQ, because it's going to make you know all the formulas and stuff like that. And then the review I did last night and this morning is also posted on unit review, and the outline that goes with the review is posted also on the topics page. All right, any question on anything? All right, tomorrow should be like FRQ should be 15 or 20 minutes. Okay, at the most. What?
You think it's easy?
If you know the formulas, it's easy. If you don't know the formulas, it's brutal.
I think every FRP has been pretty easy.
Okay. This is 03. I'll make sure to stiffen it up a little. Did you have a question, Justin, or are you just resting your own?
I'm still,
Okay.
everything up to the GDP on the field problem, but I'm still not getting 7253. Is it like a certain, you have to do,
What for the last 2? Did you add plus 88
you do plus 80 minus 122,
minus 120?
120, yeah, and I get like, 7233.
What could you be missing?
You just messed up one.
You got 1293, 1717,
Yeah,
301, 704, 310, 374, 611,
yeah,
1422, 553,
yeah,
88, minus 120.
yeah.
If it doesn't come to 7253, you need a new calculator.
So
88 minus 120.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Board day.
That's all. That's all.
All right. GDP deflator is 150, nominal is 300. Give me the real GDP. By the way, I want a buck on this, because someone before they had the right.
We're not taking off.
200.
We're not all things out there.
I want to do calculus. Oh, this one doesn't roast.
Oh, yeah, just make sure it's not a permanent.
It's, I'm thinking it's. A bit more. It's very unsober. Oh, I didn't know that one's.
Quick mom.
All of those stuff.
Just making me mad watching him do that.
Wait, it's not.
Over real.
That's why we kind of.
All right, Tommy, what do we have? 200, right? Nominal over real. 150 equals 300 over X times 100, so it'd be 200. All right. Someone asked me on the sheet just to go over. So if it's inside, it's inefficient, usually in a recession. That correlates with the trough on the business cycle. So they can give you something like if it's a recession and ask you there or there. So I know those points. The second is on the line. This is full employment, no cyclical unemployment. That's full employment at full potential, right there on the line at big. Meaning at full employment, that's what we should produce because we're totally efficient, right there at big. And then C is kind of we're outside and we're at a peak. Okay. So I just wanted to go over that because people asked. Probably be on there. All right. Which of the following best describes the concept of inflation? Give you a minute.
We're just supposed to assume it was.
Yeah, I think you can do that, Chuck. Thank you for clarifying. Yes. All right, Chuck. We ready? All right, boards, please. We've got Caroline, the Dogwoods, the Caroline, the Dogwoods. All right, inflation is C. It's a steady rise in prices. Now, if. Yeah,
I was gonna ask, like, why couldn't it be?
because currency could appreciate without inflation.
Okay.
And usually if currency appreciates, it becomes more valuable and inflation, like dollars, become less valuable in a way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now D, the growth rate of real GDP. All that's saying is we're producing more products. It has nothing to do with inflation because you're comparing it to the base year.
And inflation not be like a steady rise though, like you'd be like. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's low.
No, I mean, inflation by definition is an increase over the year before. That's what they mean by steady rise.
Okay.
Okay. All right, assume a recession caused jobless workers to grow more discouraged to give up their search for work. What will be the resulting change in the labor force participation? That's that column, and the unemployment. That's that column. Okay, give you a minute. All right, boards, please. Got some dogwoods, some Ellen, some dogwoods, some Ellen. All right.
Oh, yeah. there are some. Wait, no, that's not the point.
All right, so. If these jobless workers to grow more discouraged, they give up. They are now, are they considered unemployed?
No.
Are they considered part of the workforce?
No.
All right, so labor participation, which is labor force over population, has to decrease because we're taking them out of the labor force and population is going to stay the same. We're also taking them off unemployment, so you're going to get decrease.
So let's see, unemployment rates. Unemployed.
Unemployment rate is unemployed over the labor force. All right, guys. Go.
I gotta understand it, but what it, so it's like, the unemployment rate is.
Yeah.
If the numerator goes down by one, the denominator goes down by one, wouldn't it still be the same action?
But look, I kind of did that to show you. If the unemployment rate, like in this example, was 5/10, right, it'd be 50%, but then it goes to 4/9, it goes to 44%. Okay, and then the labor participation rate goes down too. So they both go down. It's a favorite question of like College Board. So, you know, it could be phrased the other way where they both go up, but I would look forward, I would look for that on the multiple choice, definitely. Any other questions on that? Okay, next up. Which of the following is the best example of structural unemployment? Typos there. Cyclical, yeah. What? All right, boards, we got some Carolines. Caroline. It is Caroline. All right. Evan. A is an example of what? Guys. Cyclical. Luca, B is an example of what?
No, it's not, I forget the other one beside, the frictional, yeah.
No.
No.
No, not in the labor force.
It's frictional, right?
Huh?
It's frictional.
B?
Is it,
It's really nothing because you just denied working.
I mean, training.
I said structure was like when it's more workers than jobs.
Yes, or machines replace you, or like your company moves your like facility out of town,
Oh, yeah.
okay? All right, which of the following is not a criticism of GDP as a measure of the nation's well-being?
Remind me tomorrow.
Restart.
What is an economic actor? Like, is that like something like?
GDP does not account for non-market activities.
What is not a criticism?
Economic,
It's just.
I think of like just workers, people. We'll give me another like 15 or so seconds.
Yeah.
All right, boards, please. I got some alphas, looks a lot like alpha. All right.
I didn't see it.
You're looking.
It is a criticism because these people are making money, but it's not reported in the
I
GDP.
just thought it just wasn't true, like, why would it be, because like, if I'm,
All right, guys,
if I'm an individual person and like. What does it mean by accomplishing non-market activities? Isn't that just like buying something yourself?
no, it would be like kind of illegal under the table type
Oh,
thing,
so like dealing drugs and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
or being a bookie.
So.
Which of the following is an example of frictional unemployment? 45 seconds.
North Carolina, oh, that's a view. Involuntary. It's not involuntary. When it's voluntary, it's voluntary.
All right, boards, please.
Oh, what? Oh, wait, not this. It's in.
All right, it is saying as a no.
It's like
Oliver, what is B?
There's no cyclical.
it's involuntary.
Stays employed.
I don't like these kind of questions.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm saying.
It stays
I didn't
employed.
think it was any, but I was like, I
Yeah.
could think of that answer.
All right, Nick, what is C? Guys. What is C? Cyclical. Bennett, D. Okay, Mike, E.
Doesn't count.
No. He's retired, so he's not part of the, right. All right, if the nation's nominal GDP increased by 6%, the question's up here, okay? While its real rate of GDP was 2%, which of the following must be true? Think before you answer. All right, four. I got some broccoli up front, some dogwood. Some alpha. Oh man, we're all over the place. All right, who are the 8 people? Okay. Tell me how you got it.
I just did like from. I used like year 1 nominal and real with both 100, so that means GDP deflator would be 100. And then I changed it to 106 over 102 times 100, I got 104. So the GDP deflator increased by 4%.
Who's got-
Did it right here.
Who's got E? How'd you get E?
For me.
Yeah.
I just divided, well, I did, 6% divided by 2%. And then, I mean, it's the GDP deflator formula, so I just suppose.
Nominal to real.
That's how we got it.
C as an L.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
The church watch. But you wanna go the easy route? Or you-
I don't, right. I know. I did say things before.
Yeah, I got one.
It
made me think even more.
I'm going to do that. So
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
All right. Good X and good Y are substitutes. An increase in the price of good Y would result in the following. Truck has P over here.
Yo, I can't think. No way. That's crazy.
All right, dogwood is correct. People would be, if good Y goes up, people are gonna start buying good X. Full employment takes place when? Give you a minute. By the way, the substitutes would not be on the test. It's a little micro.
Areas. Two chickens. Two chickens, 2 eggs.
Another like 15 seconds. All right, boys, please. D, dogwood. All right. All right, when Daniel purchased his house, he took out a 30-year fixed rate mortgage loan for 8%. At the same time, inflation was expected to be 4%. The actual inflation rate turned out to be 5%. Who benefited from this unexpected change? And what was the real interest rate? Give you a minute. I'll give you another like 15, 20 seconds. All right, boards, please. All right, we got some melons, some dogwood, some melons, a broccoli. All right. So, if the equation would be. All right, so nominal equals real plus inflation. So at first, it starts out with the nominal is 8. The nominal is what the bank or whoever lends. Expected inflation was 4, so real is 4. So now it goes from 8, and then inflation is 5, real is 3. Anytime real goes down, it's bad for the lender, good for the borrower. Okay, so Daniel is helped by this, and it's 3%. All right. Now, normally, if the real is a positive number, it's good for the lender, but this time it went from being good at 4% to being good at 3%.
So you said that like if the expected rate or if the actual rate's higher than the expected rate, then it would hurt whoever's getting it. Cause like it's.
So, hold on. Could you just start again? I missed it, I'm sorry.
So like, I thought you said like one of the classes that if the actual rate's higher than the expected rate, then it would hurt the person who's doing it, not the grants.
No, if the,
Higher than it actually is expected.
okay, if it's higher, it's gonna help the borrower and hurt the lender. Because the borrower is paying back, Jake, dollars that are not as valuable because they're inflated. And dollars that don't buy as much.
Yeah, but isn't that what I'm saying? Or no?
So Danielle was the borrower, so it helped him. It hurt the lender. Because the lender is getting paid now less valuable dollars.
Because the inflation went up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right, now, I'm glad you asked.
So the expected interest rate doesn't actually help us calculate the real. It's just
You mean the nominal?
yeah,
No, because the nominal is guessing what inflation will be.
Oh.
Okay, and they expected 4 and they got 5.
well, yeah, I'm saying like, it doesn't matter because you just do 8 minus 5, right?
Yeah.
So any inflation at all would benefit Daniel, right? Like even if it stayed at 4%.
No, because at 4, it doesn't benefit him because real is still 4. Do you know what I mean? Like, if real is positive, like here, the banker is getting paid in money that's more valuable than he lent out. Because Ryan, right? He's getting 8% interest, but inflation is only 4%. So that's good for the banker. Now, by itself, the bottom one is still good for the banker, just not as good as it originally was.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and that was just what we talked about. All right, an increase in which of the following would likely lead to a decrease in national income? An increase in which of the following would likely lead to a decrease in national income? All right, boards. Wrong. Wrong. All right, so broccoli, yes, the box is wrong. All right. Someone explain why if imports increase, national income decreases?
Because, imports decrease, or like subtract on GDP.
So then GDP would decrease expenditures, so therefore income decreases. Good job, Charlie. All right, real. Jake, think before you answer. Real GDP, I'm warning you because it's like that other one. This real GDP is defined as another 30 seconds.
Trying to think, it's kind of weird. The word. That's what I said about it. It's like, I know it's like an amount and not a price, but I don't know what it says.
What's the board? I got some Ellens, alphas, alphas. Jake doesn't, never wants to listen to me. All right. Tommy, what's that? All right, Tommy, why Ellen and not alpha? Right, it's not, GDP doesn't measure what's consumed, it measures what's produced. Ellen is the answer, Chuck.
Why would it be adjusted for change in?
Because that's what real, guys, that's what real GDP does.
But doesn't it like, it doesn't, it's right above the changing.
That's the adjustment, so it doesn't affect.
Oh,
I got it. All right, know the formulas for tomorrow. Thank you, Ryan.